Okay, I'm going to walk through how to import your Canvas course into your shelf for quarter two. There are some new steps for us to go through, and the reason why we're doing this is because in the past we were added individually into our homeroom courses. So you can see here, thank you, Kayla Bates, for letting us use your dashboard. You can see that Kayla has been added into all of her homerooms, and what we have found out due to teacher feedback is that as of right now, it's probably better for us and the students to navigate outside to their own shell for art, music, and PE. What this will allow us is so we can edit, we can upload different things, and not have to worry about the large course itself. So I'm going to walk through. There are two different parts to this process. This is part one. So in here, we need to first go through our renaming part. So we're going to navigate to Canvas, and we're going to go scroll down to our, we're on our dashboard. And using our toolbar, we can see that we have all of our homeroom courses here, and we also have a course bar. See all these published courses? I'm going to scroll down through the unpublished courses, and I'm going to select the hyperlink of all courses. It's really important that we do this step first, just so that we can rename our courses that have sectioned students inside of our Canvas course so that we are not adding them manually. I'm going to scroll down again to my unpublished content so we can see here that this is not published. And the first step I'm going to do is, as you can see, I'm unstarring this. I'll just show you again how to star them. What this does is it allows us to put all of the art courses or all of your PE courses, as all of your music courses that don't have content in them yet but have students sectioned. We are just favoriting them, and they're going to show up on our dashboard now so that we can see them. You can see right here, this one does not have a section, so this one definitely does not need to have a star at this moment. Anything that has these sectioned numbers are going to be important because those have students allocated to our course. That's the first step. Next step, we are going to go back over to our dashboard, which is on this side, and I'm going to select my dashboard. You're going to see my published courses again, and we are going to scroll down to our unpublished courses. In our unpublished courses, you can see that I was just already practicing to make sure that we could make a renamed tile. So for this part, I'm going to show you how this renamed tile got to that point. So I'm going to select this gray box because this is a new course. As I click here, I'm going to see it is empty. It is important that it is empty and not have any content in it quite yet. I'm going to go down to my left-hand side and click Settings. Into my settings, I'm going to see that I have the same name. It says Art Space Art. Art Base Art. We're going to work on renaming this to make sure that it fits our students. But how do we know our students? Where do we go? It's important that we, after that step happens after, we are going to go see our people. So I can see all of my people and all my friends in here. All right. For this case, I'm just going to err on the side that these are my kindergarten friends. So I cross-reference, or if you haven't already grabbed a roster, or go to your Infinite Campus. We're going to cross-reference to say, okay, this class and this course is kindergarten. So now that I know my people are here and double-checked, I can go back to that settings tool. I can select my naming source, and I'm going to rename this. So for this sake, kindergarten is 00. And I'm going to see, oh, and it also pulls up that I've already put in Paul, so it's not Paul. We are going to add that this is Davenport's class. So 00 Art, Davenport is my person's last name, and sometimes people like to make sure it's capitalized, so you know that this is Davenport's homeroom. After the Davenport last name as the homeroom teacher, I'm going to put Q2, just so that I know that this is my quarter two content. Under the course code, it's important that we know that this is our owned class, meaning that we own this course. So I'm going to just put in here just for also alignment purposes. So when it shows up on my dashboard, it's in a line, meaning that kindergarten's in a line, first grade's in a line, second grade's in a line. So it just helps organize. So I'm going to put 0, 0 in front of the art. And then I'm going to change this name to, or not going to change this name, I'm going to keep that name because that's my owned course. And there we go. I have my homeroom teacher's name, the grade level, and my last name. So I own this course. Update course options is on the bottom. Select that and you'll have this confirmation. It's been successfully updated. Now, it does take a little bit of time. So I like to call it maybe technology wait time, or it needs a refresher. So to double check to make sure that our course has now been updated with this new naming convention, I can go back to my dashboard and wait to make sure that this course is going to change into the naming convention. It maybe need a refresher. There we go. Davenport is up there, and it looks like this is my owned course, and this is my Paul Quarter 2. Now, that is all we need to do for part 1. It's important that if you're going to do part 1, you probably should do it all together, meaning that you know that this one's Davenport, this one is Paul, this one is, your first grade homeroom, so that you have all of those naming conventions before we start to import our content, as our content is separated into K1, 2, 3, and 4, 5.